All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're continuing with the Resident Evil 100%. And today, we're mostly going to be playing Resident Evil 2. Mostly. First, we have like a 10-ish minute detour to enjoy the rewards of RE1 that we didn't really get to play around with too much. Just to show them off a little bit, say that we got them. I also play with the infinite rocket launcher a little bit because, of course. And then we'll do RE2. So, let me quickly boot up the original so we can get in. I'll load into where we had Chris's costume first. I think Chris's alt costume is the lamer of the two. So we'll start there. We'll build to infinite rocket launcher, and then we'll go into tackling RE2, which also has a pretty straightforward 100% process. It's just, there's a little more there. A little bit. But hello. Saw your Code Veronica video. And there we go. Jesus. Man. Like half my fucking finger went into the drink there. That just did not want to open. I don't think the Code Veronica video was too spicy. I don't think it was too spicy. It was a little spicy, but it wasn't like, oh, hold on. Did we save state for Chris's costume? I think we did. Yes, we did. Glad I remembered that. Look at it. It's beautiful. I did pick it up at like the end of last stream, but we legitimately got to rock it for like 2 minutes or something. Remembered more fondly than deserved. You gotta watch the video, I guess. You gotta watch the video, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I agree or don't. This controller. But hello, DP Nemo, and Andrew, and Dreammaster, and DS, and Tass, and Evil Resident. I'm off to watch the video. I do, well, I guess I don't directly answer the question per se, but I do pretty much say something about that straight up. I definitely, I have an opinion on it. I think this is a great Chris costume. I don't know if I like it more than just his basic one, but that is probably a nostalgia thing. I think the leather jacket is great. It's just good. It's nice. I think it's way better than Jill's alt costume in this game. I definitely like Chris's alt costume more than Jibbles. I gotta watch my time. I'm timing myself on both of these so that I don't spend too long before going to RE2. Okay. There we go. Saddest jacket isn't in remake. Is it not? I guess I don't know what alt costumes they got in the remake. Yeah, I can't think of either of them. It's the worst design of Chris in general. 7. Oh. Well. Now I feel a little silly. I figured that I had picked it up just hearing the beeps and boops while reading chat. An inspiration for RE4 Leon? I don't know. I think it's hard to say. That's right, you need a key for this. Man, I like speed ran just to get to Chris's closet. So I don't know what I really can do with my 5 minutes here as Chris. It's a good costume, though. Now I feel like I have to look up the remake alt costumes just for myself, because I genuinely can't think of them. Oh. Okay. That bullet went into the abyss. This is a good reward. But is it as good as an infinite ammo rocket launcher? I don't know. Is this Project Wingman? I'm just flexing our rewards a little bit from RE1 before starting up 2. That's all. Because especially Chris's costume and infinite rocket launcher, I got to show both off for like a minute each at the end of last stream. So I wanted to give them both like 5 or so minutes just here to start things up. But hello, Ryan. That's about Chris's 5 minutes, actually. I like the jacket. It's clean. It's classy. Hold on. Here we go. Oh! Okay, yeah, I recognize these. Yeah, okay. I looked up pictures for myself. I recognize those, definitely. Okay, we do a little resetting. Yeah, the weird skater outfit for Chris and like the army outfit for Jill. Rob Thomas is my cousin. I would actually kind of believe that. At least, maybe not the same Rob Thomas, but there's probably a lot of Rob Thomases out there. There's gotta be a bunch of them. That's actually, I didn't know that running these on stream, this would pop up. Man, this YouTube charity integration thing is sweet. Jin and Sofa, thank you for throwing $5 to Habitat for Humanity. Appreciate it. Rob Thomas, the rock star. No, not related. Oh, that Rob Thomas? No, of course not. Come on, don't be silly. I didn't realize we were talking about that Rob, not the Rob Thomas. My bad.
What is this? Wow. What a mansion.
Deadly Silence also has its own. Now I feel like I have to at least see them. I don't think we'll do Deadly Silence. Partially because I don't want to buy it.
Where's Chris?
Bro.
Stop it. Don't open that door.
But Chris is...
What is it?
I've seen them.
Chris. Now, Jill.
And Ryan, thank you for throwing another 20. Good charity, I know.
Chris is our old partner, you know.
I worked with them once.
Let me handle this.
I've mentioned it before. When I was in the Dominican, that's why I was there. I've mentioned this before. It was because I was building a house down there with them. Getting them in the YouTube system was a pain in the ass, but now that they're in there, it's great.
A dining room.
A dining room. It's time again. This time I'm gonna get a little more out of this. I can't believe they weren't. I know, I was kind of surprised too. Cause Feeding America was already in there when I set it up to
What is it?
fundraise for them. And I was kind of surprised that Habitat wasn't.
See if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining.
Yeah, I've seen the Sega Saturn costumes before.
This is not Chris's blood.
It's so wild that like every version of RE1 has different costumes. Although I guess that was kind of just how it was back then, wasn't it? Because RE2 has different costumes on the N64 and stuff. Although RE2 just didn't get as many ports. And RE3 definitely didn't get as many ports. Actually, RE3 probably got about as many as 2, didn't it? I think there were like 3 different versions of RE3, I want to say. Now check this out. Infinite ammo, bitches. Now this is how you play a video game. Barry doesn't even have to save me. Wait, actually, what happens if you kill the zombie and then go to Barry?
Barry?
Barry. Oh my god.
What is it?
He stood up.
It's a monster!
He got back up.
Let me take care of this.
He survived.
What is it?
Kenneth was
is
killed
great.
too. Maybe by this creature.
Love how
Anyway,
Barry is the
let's
Chuck
report
Norris
this to
of this
Wesker.
franchise. That's actually really funny. Like, if you just used your pistol or your knife, the zombie getting up and coming back anyway would be believable. But when you blast him into bits with the rocket launcher... OG. We're going to be playing OG RE2 in a few minutes. I just wanted to play around with the rewards from RE1 a bit.
Help me look for him, Jill.
Bro
Don't
said I
leave
got
us
one
alone
more
for the
in me.
time being.
It's ridiculous to see him get back up from the rocket launcher shot. In a good way. In a fun way. But just what?
Find anything, Jill?
Nothing. What is this all about? I can't figure it out at all.
I think,
Beats me too.
isn't Commando where they
Now
got
it's
the
Wesker's
rocket
time to
launcher?
disappear.
Or
I don't
what
know
the
what's
rocket
going
launcher
on.
was inspired
Well,
by?
It can't be helped. Let's search for him separately. I'll check the dining room again.
Yeah, I know that's
Okay.
canon. I was
Check
just
the
wondering
door
what
on the
people wanted to do
opposite side.
first for 100%, since we have to do both anyway.
Gigantic. We could get
I
into
thought
trouble
so.
if we get lost. We should start from the first floor, okay? And
I thought that I had heard that's where they got the idea for it from.
it might be handy if you,
And I
the
mean, it
master
makes
of
sense.
unlocking, take it with you.
Thank you, Barry.
Thanks.
Don't mind
Maybe I'll need it.
me, the police officer, walking around with a big ass rocket launcher.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall.
I love game rewards like this though, where like you'd get through a really difficult challenge, and as a reward you get some of the wackiest bullshit to go and replay the game with from that point on. Like, you beat the game in under 3 hours, here's infinite ammo rocket launcher. Just, you can have it. Although you do have to do it separately on both characters, at least in the original version. Since it's like per save file on the OG PS1 version. If I wanted one for Chris, I would have to beat it in under 3 hours with him too. Take this! Oh no! Oh my god. This is great. This is awesome. Yeah, Otacon's camo from MGS1. That one is kind of crazy though, because all you have to do is just beat the game for the camo in Metal Gear Solid. Oh. Take this, he says, misses. Straight down the hallway. A $50 Funko Pop? I guess for a lot of people, they're like collector's items. But, Jesus. Yeah, this is great. I like this. Hold on, there's another dog out here. The dog just feels so overkill. And now the zombies have entered the survival horror. Take this, you foul beast. Jesus Christ. It's so overkill. I wish there was like a, what's it, like a bandana kind of thing for a multi-kill. Is there actual splash damage on it? Hold on, where could we try to, I guess right up these stairs maybe? We could try to do that? Tyrant has left the chat. Oh yeah, you probably, with this I can't imagine actually playing through the whole game with this, other than just if I was... I really don't think I ever would, but you'd probably just be able to one-shot Tyrant with this, right? In this game, no, I didn't think... I was like, that would be... Yeah, at least if it is there, it's really small. I tried. I got scared. I was gonna get grabbed. All right. That's... there's a couple more. 2 more blasts, since they're right in the next room. 2 more. The RE games do eventually get to the point where you just get like a generic infinite ammo like unlock for everything. But that, like in my brain, that feels like it's a pretty recent thing. It might not be, because I don't normally do like all the unlock challenges and stuff. Like in my brain, it's not RE3 make, is it? Okay, I know I said 2 more, but 2 more. Let me have this. I worked for this, okay? As early as 3? OG 3? Wait, actually? Does OG RE3 have like a generic infinite ammo for all items upgrade? There we go. That early? Boosh. All right, Jill, we're gonna have to put the rocket launcher away. We have RE2 to play. I've had my fun. Hold on. Kill Nemesis enough times, you can get an upgrade for 1 gun. Oh, interesting. Is that right? That's crazy. Disc 2. People wanted to start with Claire A, which is very based. I can appreciate that. I like the rocket launcher. So do I. So do I. I'm taking the iPad away now. No more rocket launcher for you, Jill. Stop that. Do it so many times it becomes infinite. Actually, I bookmarked a forum post for RE3 unlockables because the wiki page doesn't have everything. And this one guy in like 2006 wrote up a comprehensive list of everything in RE3, original RE3. Oh yeah, infinite ammo for all weapons is in there. You get it from the Mercenaries shop. I forget about Mercenaries. Oh. Okay, here's a question. I was gonna say, it's gonna pop up in a second. I have, my old PS1 copy of RE2 is a DualShock version. Which means there's some extra stuff. Do we do the extra stuff? Hold on. I should go and find even what extra stuff entails before I just ask that. I know there's gonna be like a couple things here that aren't in the OG. 100%. I don't like being inconsistent, is the only reason I ask. It feels like I'm cheating RE1 because I didn't have like a director's cut disc for that. Actually, the wiki page might not have... Is there nothing extra in here? Hold on, arrange game. Oh. Oh. We might actually be good. We might actually be fine. To get the infinite ammo box? Well, yeah. But we all play RE3 on hard mode, right, chat? I'm kidding. I don't care if you don't. RE3 is kind of hard. Call me crazy. Hot take, I know. Resident Evil 3 is kind of hard. So I really, if you play it on easy, I can't blame you, to be honest. I could have sworn that DualShock had something. Yeah, it has on Extreme Battle is here. I apparently didn't unlock it doing my review playthroughs, but I thought so. I was like, there's something that I remember being different in this version. We'll see about Extreme Battle as far as like doing all the unlocks and everything. We'll see. We're so far away from even getting to that being a discussion. I'm not even going to worry about it right now.
Resident Evil 2.
Which version? PS1, just it's the DualShock version.
A bizarre incident occurred in the outskirts of an American suburb called Raccoon City. It was later revealed that the terrible disaster had been caused by the T virus, a mutagenic toxin created by the international enterprise Umbrella Incorporated for use in bioweapon experiments. The Raccoon City Police Department's Special Stars Unit immediately began investigation in the affair. The case was apparently closed, thanks to the efforts of STARS members Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. But the Umbrella Corporation's experiments were far from finished.
Martin, thank you for the sub. Sorry, I'm distracted by I'm getting an ad on my phone, like my backup chat on my phone for what's it? For the Genshin Impact McDonald's collaboration, which I saw on Twitter the other day and I thought was very funny because I need to buy an apple pie and get my glider in Genshin Impact, you guys. I need to.
I'm finally here.
Weren't you gonna play the GOG version? I was considering maybe playing it, but I just don't know if it's good or not. I've heard it's better than the RE1 port, but I have no idea how good it is. The PS1 version, at least I know, is just like, yep, this is good. Good version.
Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
There's nothing wrong with this version. Well, DualShock, RE2 didn't suffer from RE1 DualShock syndrome,
Hello.
where certain things got changed, namely the soundtrack.
Hello.
RE2 DualShock is pretty much one-to-one with the original. It just has some extra stuff.
Hello. Look, I'm sorry I bothered you, okay? Just don't come any closer. Are you listening?
Uncompressed FMVs would be nice on the GOG version. Do they have them? I know the RE1 FMVs were uncompressed on the GOG port,
Wait, don't shoot.
Get down.
but they were like 12 FPS. So they kind of looked like shit.
Stay out here. Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer. There.
I was eating a human. Yeah, like how she's just like, oh yeah, I didn't see anything. Sorry to bother you. I'm gonna leave. Sorry, I'm out. Don't mind me. But yeah, Biohazard is what Resident Evil is called in Japan.
And the whole place went
Great. The
insane.
radio's out.
You're a cop, right?
Yeah. First day on the job. Great, huh? Name's Leon Kennedy. Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother Chris.
She's being respectful. I think she would have gotten eaten if that was actually a human cannibal,
Could you open the glove box?
personally.
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Better take it with you.
still in one piece.
Our source next. Okay, so the GOG version doesn't have those then. Always thought that zombie looked like Leon.
Claire!
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
Okay.
I miss this Leon voice. I kind of miss it, like in a certain sense, just because it's the original. I feel the same way with Claire, where it's like, I like both of their original voices, but I also feel like the actors they got for To Make were outstanding. Oh no, depth perception fucked me there. I thought I was way further to the side of him than I was. Okay, I got this. I'm a licensed professional, everyone, don't worry. I can't remember his actor's name in the remakes, but RE4 remake is the same actor who did 2 remake.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Don't shoot! I'm a human!
Why can I not think of his name, chat? Someone help me.
Ooh. Sorry about that, babe. I thought you were one of them.
Oh yeah, Nick, and I can never pronounce his last name. Thank you.
Hold on. I ain't got no clue, darling. By the time I noticed something was wrong, the entire city was infested with zombies.
Is it apostolides? I feel like that sounds like it's not right. Sorry about that. I'm not doing Brad this time through. We have to do all 4 scenarios anyway. So for Claire A, Leon B, I'm gonna run the normal costumes, you know, canon and everything. And then doing Leon A, Claire B, I'll do Brad. The first couple runs are just like, just the runs of Claire A, Leon B. No crazy challenges or anything. We take it nice and easy. We enjoy the game. Same thing we did with RE1, right? I guess with RE1, we at the very least had to get like the best ending, right? So we were doing something productive there, technically. But no, I mean, if you want to get technical about it, actually, let me put on nerd emoji. Wait, where are my glasses? Hold on. Give me a second. For the bit. Give me just a second. Actually, technically speaking, both of the B scenarios are unlockables. You have to beat the A scenario to unlock the B scenario. So this is productive. Actually. I'm leaving these on. I should have had these on all day. I've been not wearing my glasses and my eyes have been getting super fucked from it. So I'm leaving these on. And we're gonna shoot the zombies. It's a casual run. We're just here for the hell of it. Oh my god, he's still not dead. When you put it like that, then what do you mean then? Then what? Oh man, I'm already getting the controls messed up. I keep hitting the start button now because I'm used to RE1 controls. Thankfully, we're not gonna have anything too wild about, what's it? Mixing up the controls aside from maybe that. Only because, like, when we were playing last week, or no, sorry, a couple weeks ago, after I had just played through RE3, I kept doing that thing in the menu where, you know how RE3, well, if you know, you know, RE3 swapped these two so that the check option was at the bottom, combine was in the middle. I kept inspecting all my items, like every single one of them. So we're not gonna have anything like that because the Code Veronica controls are different on the Dreamcast version, but they're so different that there's not even a possibility of me mixing them up. The one thing that I fucking hate about Code Veronica controls-wise is on the Dreamcast version. I think Code Veronica X is different, but I haven't played X in years because I prefer the Dreamcast version, personally. I think X, like, went back to normal after this, but in the Dreamcast version of CV, I'm trying to think. Running is on what would be X on PlayStation controls. Like, it's on the bottom face button. And picking up items and confirming things in the menu is on what would be square on PlayStation. And so the amount of, like, getting my muscle memory fucked with every time I play the Dreamcast version of CV is ridiculous. Hawaii trip logistics done. Man, the logistics is the worst part of traveling, like, at any point. I don't even like traveling, but the logistics still manages to be the worst part. Well, I guess I don't like traveling most of the time. CV is hard enough already. It really is. It's so much worse when I do things like try to run around an enemy real quick when I'm, like, cornered, and I press square, you know, muscle memory, but then I end up just slow walking into them instead of, like, quickly running past them while I have that tiny gap. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, fuck! No! Oh, I thought he was gonna fall down! Oh, no. Oh, my God, I can't even see. Residents of Evil just had real-life Rebecca play RE1 Chris route. Really? I actually should watch that. I would enjoy that, probably. Professional RE2 gamer. Hey. Look, listen, all right? I'm still pretty good at RE2. A lot of the skill in the original trilogy carries across. But I really, RE1 is the one of the three that I've played the most in my life. I do, however, I know that herb. I know that herb. The best voice acting till this day? No. Oh my God, the plane fight. I've heard, thankfully, and this is kind of crazy to think about because of how often I've heard about this. Yeah, we're doing Brad next A and B route. This time, I'm just chilling. Playing as if I'm not even 100%ing. I just have to play it this time. Enjoy the game collectively. Something's written. To obtain the key to open your heart, I'll wait for the unicorn, the beautiful beast. Yeah, I've heard a lot about people getting, like, soft locked on the plane tyrant fight. It legitimately has never happened to me. I have never had that experience. But holy shit, I can imagine that being, like, the most infuriating thing possible. Like, I can only imagine getting that far, because that's like halfway into CV. That pretty much is the halfway point, if not maybe even... No, that's probably like exactly the halfway point, I would say. So getting that far in, I mean, you're like, what? Probably 5 or 6 hours in if you're playing casually and it's like you don't know the game. You know what? These are my review files. I want Claire A on the top, as it should be. I can only imagine getting like 5-6 hours into Code Veronica, which you've probably spent longer than that even, because you probably died a few times. It's Code Veronica. Getting soft locked there would be just awful. Card key. That's right before you get to Arctic. Yeah, I would say that's like the halfway point. Chris is a little past the halfway point. Like Chris is roughly like the 60% mark, I would say. So, yeah, getting soft locked at the Plane Tyrant would be awful. I had to restart all of CV because I only had one save the whole game and got the plane lock. It's brutal. I can definitely see though, especially with like repopulating enemies and stuff, if you try to kill everything, you would be out of ammo by then.
The only officer left in the building?
Who are you?
Claire Redfield. I'm looking for my brother Chris.
We lost contact with him over 10 days ago. Chris, Jill, Barry. Every last STARS team member has disappeared. We should have listened to them.
You should have.
What happened?
About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving these zombie-like creatures in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city.
Mm-hmm.
Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything, at the risk of their own lives. But no one believed them.
Are you okay?
Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go.
But...
Just go.
Okay. Just hang in there. I'll be back soon.
I wonder if people getting soft locked on the Plane Tyrant neglected the anti-BOW rounds. I mean, I think everyone who plays Code Veronica probably neglects the anti-BOW rounds at least for their, like, at the very least for their first playthrough, unless they're using like a walkthrough or something. Because the anti-BOW rounds are really strong, but they're also really weirdly specific. Like, you have to know exactly what they do to actually get that use out of them, because they're fucking weird. They don't actually deal a raw damage value. All that they do is against certain enemy types, like depending on what you shoot them at, they might not even do any damage. Like if you shoot them at a basic zombie, they don't do any damage. But if you shoot it at like the Tyrant, it will cut his health in half. Won't deal raw damage. Like, it's literally impossible to kill with it, because all it will do is cut the current health value in half. So I feel like everyone probably neglects those rounds until you learn exactly what they do, because they're weird. I don't even know where I learned about that. I probably just randomly came across it on the internet at some point. I normally use one of them on him when he pops out of the wall, like during the run over to the plane, and then 2 of them for the actual plane fight. They're really powerful, especially against living things. You could say that. New iOS just dropped. Does my phone have it? Hold on. Where would I look? Oh yeah, software update. I found it. Is that available for me? iOS 18. Upgrade to iOS 18. I see it. Do I want it? Maybe I should wait. Maybe. Apple users? It's me. I'm an Apple user who worked in tech. Yes, hello, it's me. I have the crapple phone. Get rid of the knife. Ooh, I know. I haven't had issues with an iOS update in years. I normally just don't get them right when they come out. I'm wary because of like Windows updates and stuff. Oh my, I have to read the lore again. Okay. August 23rd, 1998. This letter is just to inform everyone about the recent movement of equipment that has happened during the precinct's rearrangement. The safe with four-digit lock has been moved from the STARS office on the second floor to the Eastern office. I was going to say, did I miss a word? On the first floor, 2236, Raccoon Police Liaison Department. I never realized that the safe with four-digit lock has been moved sounds weird until I said it out loud. That's the first time that I've read that note so many times in my life, but now that I say it out loud, I'm like, wait a second. Why does that sound weird? I will use the lockpick. Thank you. Is it time for X? Nope. Nope. Not yet. I love that. The liquor... This introduction is so good. This enemy introduction, this is some peak how to introduce an enemy. You get that little, like you see him fly past the window, no noise, no like crazy, you know, ding, like piano or string hit, he just goes across. You go through the door, you get this angle. Makes it feel like something's looking at you from outside, it's creepy. This is also the only time you get that angle in the game. Every other time you come through here, you don't get that window angle, which makes it extra cool. I love this introduction, man. Oh my. I can grab it. I got time. Oh, I might have made a mistake, actually. I'm out. See ya, bitches. Those graphics, damn. What, the FMVs or the actual game? I love the style of the old PS1 RE games. Mostly because of the pre-rendered stuff. It's sweet. I'm actually surprised I got away with grabbing that herb. The FMV. Yeah, the CG could be pretty wonky on these. Oh, he's on the ceiling. Very not appropriate response. I love Leon going, oh boy. Oh my is almost as good. Almost. Liquor, I barely know her. I'm actually kind of pissed that I didn't say that already. A spade. I couldn't remember what lock it was. I wanted to look. My brain remembered it was a locked door. Unfortunately. That was a gunshot. No. That's me. I forget with the new arm, it reduces like the... I'm trying to think. Like you can kind of hear the desk vibrations if you either don't have your mic on an arm or if you have it on like a crappy arm. But I got myself this nice Elgato arm for the mic to go on. It's got a crazy good shock mount and shit. And so you just don't get that. You just hear the actual hand hitting the desk sound and nothing else. Operation Report. September 26th. The Raccoon Police Department was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. Many have been injured, even more were killed. During the attack, our communications equipment was destroyed, and we no longer have contact with the outside. We have decided to carry out an operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors, as well as to prevent this disaster from spreading beyond Raccoon City. The details of the operation are as follows. Security of armaments and ammunition. Chief Irons has voiced concern regarding the issue of terrorism due to a series of recent unresolved incidents. On the very day before the zombies' attack, he made the decision to relocate all weapons to scattered intervals throughout the building as a temporary measure to prevent their possible seizure. Unfortunately, this decision has made it extremely difficult for us to locate all ammunition caches. It has become our top priority to recover these scattered munitions. To unlock the weapons storage. As stated earlier, it will be extremely difficult to secure all the ammunition. However, a considerable supply still remains in the underground weapons storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of the card key used to access the weapons storage is missing, and we have been unable to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and the electronic locks are not functioning in certain areas. It has become a top priority to restore the power in the power room and secure those locks. For a second, I was like, restore the power in the power room and secure those locks. Recorder David Ford. September 27th, 1 p.m. The west barricade has been broken through and another exchange ensued. We sheltered the injured in the confiscation room on the first floor temporarily. 12 more people were injured in the battle. Recorder David Ford. Additional report. 3 additional people were killed following the sudden appearance of an as of yet unknown creature. This creature is identified by missing patches of skin and razor-like claws. However, its most distinguishing characteristic is its lance-like tongue, capable of piercing a human torso in an instant. Their numbers as well as their location remains unknown. We have tentatively named this creature the Licker, and are currently in the process of developing countermeasures to deal with this new threat. You're struggling. I'm struggling because of the upscaling. It makes the text super sharp, because obviously it was supposed to be on a CRT. We are not on a CRT. So the letters are kind of weird to try to read at like a normal speaking rate. And then also my muscle memory is kicking in when I read those lore things, where I've learned when reading into the microphone to like finish a sentence and hold my breath for a little second before inhaling to catch it from like a super long sentence or something, so that when I'm editing, I don't have like a really sharp like after a long sentence. It kicks in where like after every sentence I'm sitting there and holding my breath for a quick second. It's a fireplace. An oil painting hangs above it. The title is A Sacrifice to the Hellfire. English is my first language. That's the problem. Isn't there an item here? I guess not. No item for me. English is my second language also. After Crimson Heads were added in the remake, they were considered the first evolution of a zombie into a licker. Were they? Oh, it's RE3 that there's an item there. Jesus Christ. Nothing strange. I was like, that looks like it could open and have something maybe. Such is life in the zone. No, life in the zone is my bullets not being able to hit the broadside of a barn. I love it though, for some reason. Someday we'll do Stalker chat. someday. Oh, he's not dead. Don't try to fake me out, bitch. The arm came off? Yeah, RE2 stuff, man. Oh yeah, change to control type C. Hold on. Hold on, I forgot that you guys were like, there's auto aim. Bruh, really? Oh my god, I can see it. Like, I see the one part that changes from manual to auto. Hold on. My whole fucking life. Like, legitimately, 20 goddamn years of playing Resident Evil 2. Never have I ever, before chat mentioned it like 2 weeks ago, known that I could just turn on auto aim in the settings. I thought they just added it with RE3, at least in the West. Like, I've known that it was in the Japanese version of RE1. Now you have auto aim. Unbelievable. I genuinely cannot understand why would they cut it in the sense of just it's not the default setting. It's there anyway. It's if it's there anyway. Yeah, why is it not the default option? Like, they didn't even actually cut it. They just made it so that the default control scheme on the Western release had it off by default. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. We're not going for rank this run, but maybe I could go my whole playthrough without using sprays. Maybe. I usually go through every setting on PC. On console games, it's normally not really an issue. Can develop film. Especially older console games. You normally didn't really have much to change there anyway. Hold on, there's a document that I always forget about. Operation Report 2. September 28th, early morning, 2:30 a.m. Zombies overran the operation room and another battle broke out. We lost 4 more people, including David. We're down to 4 people, including myself. We failed to secure the weapons cache and hope for our survival. Oh, and hope for our survival continues to diminish. We won't last much longer. We agreed upon a plan to escape through the sewer. There's a path leading from the precinct underground to the sewage disposal plant. We should be able to access the sewers through there. The only drawback is that there is no guarantee the sewage disposal plant is free of any possible dangers. We know our chances in the sewers are slim, but anything is better than simply waiting here to die. In order to buy more time, we locked the only door leading to the underground, which is located in the eastern office. We left the key behind in the western office since it's unlikely that any of those creatures have the intelligence to find it and unlock the door. I pray that this operation report will be helpful to whoever may find it. Recorder, Elliot Edward. Best save room theme? I don't think so. Personally, it's really up there for me, especially because of like nostalgia and everything, but I don't think so. Personally, Code Veronica has my favorite save room theme. And I might even say that RE3 save room is my second favorite, and then probably 2 is my third. CVs is so good. It really, like, no one ever talks about that one. I think RE2 definitely gets talked about the most for save room theme just because it's RE2. Like, come on. Come on. It is nice. It's still, like, third favorite. That's pretty good. There's a lot of save room themes in this series. Something is written on the mounting. The god of sun and the god of moon. Their gaze upon me is the only thing that can release red soul. Man, that's another... I feel like my brain has always added a "the" in there. Some of this sounds awkward when I read it out loud, but I've never noticed it before. I'll just say RE2 save room is the best. It can't be true. Without the nostalgia, it can't be. Can't be. I've heard people bring this puzzle up as like an over confusing RE puzzle before. I feel like this is like the easiest one in the game. Is this... I'm curious on opinions here. Am I crazy for thinking that this is like maybe the most straightforward puzzle in the game? Although, maybe not the most. Maybe not the most straightforward. Maybe the unicorn in the main hall is the most straightforward. Because it might as well just tell you exactly what to do. Yeah, I think 3 has my second favorite. OGRE best overall theme, but every tune is classic. I respect the RE1 pick too, especially remake. Why is the sun going away? Why is it suddenly getting cloudy out? Plays adventure games. Oh god. Not adventure game puzzles. There are various trophies. One of them reads, Marksman Contest winner, Chris Redfield. Of course. Of course, Chris is the marksman. Check the desk 50 times. No need. The remake theme. I always think of RE1 remake when I think of that save room theme, personally. It's trashed. Someone must have searched the desk. That piano hit was loud for me. I don't know if it was on stream. There isn't anything useful on this shelf. I always do feel like a compulsive need to check everything here. Even though I already got the handgun ammo. You made me think about it too hard. It appears to be a replica of a gun. The owner is probably a member of the NRA. Ah, 90s Japan. They're like, a gun in America must have something to do with the NRA. Of course. Chris's diary. I didn't realize we finished RE1. RE1 was pretty simple. It was just like 3 quick runs. NRA, National Rifle Association. August 8th. I talked to the chief today once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Anyone infected turns into a zombie. But the entire mansion went up in that explosion, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. It looks like I'm running out of options. We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella. August 24th. With the help of Jill and Barry, I finally obtained information vital to this case. Umbrella has begun research on the new G virus, a variation of the original T virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella HQ in Europe. I won't tell my sister about this trip because doing so could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire. Barry Burton? Yes. No, it's like a... It's pretty much just a big, like, Second Amendment organization here. At least nowadays. They're mostly just... It's almost like a political activist group more than anything. But even beyond that, it's just a replica of a pistol. And they were like, ah, yes, the NRA is an American thing. Oh, I missed Mansion Basement theme in the DualShock edition. It's by far the best tune in RE history. I agree. It's this desk, right? I forgot about it. I forgot about this is how you get the film. I haven't done this in ages. But this is probably the funniest Easter egg in RE2. So, I can sit here and mash the button. The negative Riz association. There we go. Will you take the film? Yes, I will. Hold on, is there anything else over here to grab? We got so much stuff. I do love that Chris's jacket from the alt costume is on the wall next to his desk. It's just little things. Little things. It's a picture of a young man. There's a good chance it's her boyfriend. Whose boyfriend? It could never be. It couldn't possibly be. Unopened cardboard boxes. It looks like a rookie's desk. Where is... There's an 8 spray here. Hold on. This is the second time. Why do I think there's an aid spray in that bag? Several files from past cases. Nothing useful here. Someone help me out. Where is it that there's an aid spray in that? Of course I will take the G launcher. Otherwise known as the grenade launcher. Oh, no 3D models anymore. Fuck. Oh, I should inspect the other gun just for the hell of it. Resident Evil 3 again? Why? What is with this? M79 grenade launcher. Various rounds can be used. The cut stock causes a greater recoil. I was gonna say reduces recoil. Made in the USA. Again, grenade launcher. Gotta be made in the US of A. Random dickhead, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Browning HP, manufactured by FN Belgium. It uses 9mm parabellum rounds. Yeah, it's RE3. Resident Evil 2 Remake, there's an aid spray. But the canon, it can't be. Actually, because now 3 who knows? Federal Police Department Internal Investigation Report. Mr. Chris Redfield, Raccoon City Police Department, STARS Division. As per your request, we have conducted our internal investigation and discovered the following information. 1. Regarding the G virus currently under development by Umbrella Incorporated. So far, it is unconfirmed that the G virus even exists. We're continuing with our investigation. 2. Regarding Mr. Brian Irons, Chief of the Raccoon City Police Department. Mr. Irons has allegedly received a large sum of funds in bribes from Umbrella Incorporated over the last 5 years. He was apparently involved in the cover-up of the Mansion Lab case, along with several other incidents in which Umbrella appears to have... Holy shit. In which Umbrella appears to have direct involvement. Mr. Irons had been arrested under suspicion... I'm on YouTube. Suspicion of very bad crimes on 2 separate counts during his years as a university student. He underwent psychiatric evaluation as a result of the charges, but was released due to circumstantial evidence as well as phenomenal academic standing. As such, extreme caution is advised when dealing with him. Jack Hamilton, Section Chief, Internal Investigations, United States Federal Police Department. Even saying cape is risky. Cause YouTube, what's it? I'm trying to phrase the sentence and I'm struggling. YouTube's detection of like spoken word is done through their auto captioning system. So if you've ever watched a video that has like auto-generated captions and you've noticed how sometimes it's just wrong by like 1 letter or so, it happens. If the system doesn't get like the clearest pronunciation, it can be a little off, and YouTube will use that transcript to determine what was said in the video. So even that's risky. Wish this would come to the Switch. I feel like someday they might. Capcom's really been on their like legacy collection shit recently. Grape is probably also out of the question, yes, although never mind. Why do they use it? Use the caption system, you mean? It's just their system for determining what's it? Like speech. It's just the same thing. They would be using the same thing anyway. Recruit. God, I forgot how cursed this is. That is so fucking cursed in the original version. Sweet Jesus. It also looks like they just photoshopped her head on uncanny. Yeah, it looks like a bad like AI generated photo. The longer that you look at it, like her arms, particularly her right arm, to be extra clear, the one on our left, something about it looks weird to me. Yeah, it looks like a bad like AI generated photo. On PlayStation Premium. Yeah, I think Capcom doing like a console collection is far from unlikely. Who knows when they would do it for Resident Evil, for the record. But Capcom really has been doing a lot of those like legacy collections lately. Even what I've been playing in my free time this week, like this past week, I've been playing the Marvel vs. Capcom collection. That's what I've been gaming on in my free time. And it's great. It's not perfect, but like, it's a great collection. Wesker and his fetishes. Ugh. I always knew he was weird, wearing his sunglasses everywhere. It's normally a bad sign. Oh, sorry. Also, the DS, I was distracted. Thank you for the 5 pounds towards Habitat. God damn it. There's the inventory button again. Why do they have to change the buttons so much? Oh, motherfucker. God damn it. Get off of me. I hate the zombie arms so much. That scared the shit out of me as a kid, by the way. The zombie arms was like the most terrifying thing in RE2 to me. Which is weird, because like the liquor is here. But what I remember scaring me the most as a kid is the zombie arms coming through the windows. Going through a move currently. Oh. There are not many things in life that I hate more than the process of moving. I would donate more, but I still need to afford the Pro next week. No comment on that. The arms still jump scare me now. Oh, okay. I'm very practiced in the art of sneaking past lickers on RE2. You just gotta be real slow and steady if you want it. If you want to, like, genuinely slip by. Most of the time, if you get behind them like that and you're relatively close to the door, you can just bolt for the door and you'll be fine. But if you want, like, the perfect stealth where they never even knew you were there, you just gotta give them a minute. You just gotta wait. It's all about the patience. Only one exclusive left that I want on it. Astrobot looks good. Although apparently the developers have expressed interest in a PC port. So who knows how long that will be exclusive? They might not do it. I feel like the Astrobot games are, in my mind, like the least likely exclusives to get ported because they rely on the controller so much. But surely with just a little adjustment, you could get it working on PC just fine, like on any generic controller on keyboard and mouse. They could think of a way. I want my Bloodborne PC port. Yeah, I think for me personally, Bloodborne and the Demon Souls remake are like at the top of my list. Because I can play Demon Souls on PC by emulating my PS3 copy, which works great. But obviously, if I could play the remake and just have it look a whole lot prettier, I would be more than down for that. I would be very happy about that. Also, the new PlayStation mascot, yeah. I feel like the Astrobot games are the least likely to get ported, but at this rate, maybe I'm wrong about that, and it's actually Bloodborne. Just the way that things have been playing out so far, it might as well be Bloodborne at this point. For least likely to get a PC port. A copy machine. Aha! Patrol report. September 20th, 9:30 p.m. Reporter Sergeant? I'm reading too fast. Sergeant Neil Carlson. Wow. We received a report of a suspicious individual skulking around the sewers in the outskirts of Raccoon City. I searched the area and located the individual, but he ran away before I was able to question him. I recovered the following items: a small amount of C4 plastic explosive, an electronic detonator, 9x19 parabellum rounds, infrared scope broken. End of report. Those are very normal things to have when you're skulking about a police station, I think. Files on various cases. None appear to be useful. Except for that one that we just read, which seemed very useful to Claire. Yeah, the Astro games would be different. But, like, if they wanted to get those on PC just to boost the sales, they definitely could. Like, you could find a way to make it work, right? Would this be a bad time for Claire to do what everyone else does with the Office photocopier? I have no idea what you mean. Bloodborne emulation seems sus as fuck. Thank you. I'm not the only one. Thank you. It's just moving so fucking fast, man. Like I can't wrap my head around it actually progressing that quickly. And the thing that I've said a lot before, but like I really, wait, did I? He hears that when you're just walking and when you're rotating? Okay. Oh no, I'm thinking of remake. Oh my God. I haven't even played the remake in like almost 2 years. I played this game 4 times, like last month. I still thought there was a door in there. Holy shit. Let me double check, right? Yeah, there's no door. There's just not. Oh my god. That's what I love about the Resi remakes, is once you've played both of them enough, since they're so different, especially in terms of like areas being vaguely similar but being not the same, you start to get things like mixed up, like item placements, just even where doors are that connect to other rooms, just everything. It makes it, in my opinion, more enjoyable. I know a lot of people like to like really learn the game inside out and speedrun them and stuff like that. I personally just like playing them casually. I feel like the less that I know about the game on each replay, the more enjoyable it is for RE. Like, the less I remember from whenever I last played, the more fun I have. So I really like how the remakes fuck with your head after you've played them enough. A diamond is etched under the keyhole. Before my RE2R copy got stolen, I almost had S ranks and everything. Oh my. No, I don't think I ever got an S rank on RE2 Remake. Do you get an achievement for it on Steam? Because that would make it very easy to look and see if I have. Is there a Steam achievement just for getting a single S rank? We don't need the crank. The key. I don't know where this key goes yet. I remember, or I forget. PS4, so I would assume so. Let's see. I'm opening Steam. It's happening. Balls. Resident Evil 2. Rank, maybe? Just search that. Oh, hidden achievements. I don't have any. I don't have any achievements associated with rank. I can't see them because they're hidden, but yeah, I never got any S ranks on this. There's my answer. Hey, human fall flats on sale, anybody? Anybody looking for some discounted human fall flat? Go up. Where does this key go? I'm trying to think. We'll figure it out along the way. Some door will pop up that'll need it. Making a grilled cheese sandwich for lunch. Man, I haven't had a grilled cheese in a long... I should make a grilled cheese. I could do that for dinner. I didn't have anything planned for dinner. I was gonna have to improvise. I could make a grilled cheese.
Help me!
Just wait. I'll be there in a second. Is it for this door back here at the end of the hallway? It must be. Okay, he is dead. Man, we're cooking on handgun rounds. Mostly just because I arrived at the station with a lot of them already. It is this door. Okay. The cutscene was a giveaway for me. I'm like, this happens the second time. Like, this happens when you come in here with the spade key.
Leon!
Claire, you made it.
The pauses on the PS1 games, man.
Have you seen a little girl around here?
Yeah, you just missed her. Who is she?
I don't know. But it's too dangerous for her to stay here alone. Leon, I'll go look for her. You go and find us a way out of here.
Of course. But before I forget, here's a radio. That way we can keep in touch if something comes up.
Thank you for the radio, Leon. Now, this one, I know there is an item back here, possibly. But it seems like it depends on what route you play. Because when I played for the review, let's see. There is one here on Claire A. Just handgun bullets. I checked this spot, like all 4 routes, and only some of them actually had an item there. So I think that one, it just depends, legitimately. Greetings from Chile. I've never been to South America at all. I feel like I need to someday. Chile would probably be on the list. I feel like everyone is like, oh yeah, you go to Brazil, but like, I feel like I want to go other places. I probably want to go there too. I don't know. I say all this, and then I remember that I don't like traveling. Like, I say all this where I'm like, man, I want to go this place, that place, and then I remember how much I actually hate the process of traveling. And that when it comes down to it, I don't actually want to go anywhere. Like, when it comes to actually making plans and thinking about it, I'm always like, man, I don't want to do it. Company data files primarily on Umbrella Incorporated. Do you mind unlocking it again for my gun parts? Yeah, I've never been to South America. I've been to the Caribbean once, but that's as far south as I've gone. We have those, like Lord of the Rings, you say? That is the one thing where it's like New Zealand would be sweet for like, it's just, the landscapes there are crazy. But then you'd, like, from the US going all the way to New Zealand, it's like, fuck, man. If I'm going all the way over there, I would probably want to go to, like, Japan. There's so much to do in Japan. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me go look at this again. I looked at it, but didn't really, like, commit it to memory. Okay. Okay, I got this. These two look fine on the right. I think we just have to move this over. Well, those feel kind of close. We'll see. This one has to come over. I know that for sure. That one I might be wrong on. Nope. The only way to do it when going far. Bro, I went to I went to Greece for a week. That's like the farthest just geographically I've ever gone. I did not fly first class. The actual process of traveling to Greece and like traveling back on the last day, miserable. Like, that is one of the trips that made me just be like, you know, maybe this traveling thing isn't for me. Why'd you pick Greece? History and mythology. I'm a mythology nerd, remember? I went to, like, Delphi and stuff. And Olympus. I went to Olympus. Ooh. Oh, and food? Oh my god. The food. Bro, I've never eaten so good in my fucking life as like the 10 days I was there. Holy shit. Yes, we are playing on a controller. You can't trick me. What the fuck are you aiming at, Claire? Okay, that auto-aim was a little wonky for a moment. I can't believe that RE2 has had auto-aim all this time. Like, it's actually unbelievable to me that it's just always been here. Food in Peru is amazing. Did you cast yourself from the top of Olympus? Yes, obviously. He's also tricking me. Oh my god. Oh, hold on. We're at actual 0? I never get to do this. Tactical reload. It's really rare that I actually reload in classic Resi. Man, that looked weird. Just the perspective made that look like I was not aiming at him. I don't know if that's just me. Okay, he's actually dead. I would trust a boat way less to take me across the ocean. I probably would too. I would not want a boat across. Because even, oh god, I might instill fear into someone for this. Like, I could be wrong, but in my mind, like a ship and a plane have about the same chance of failure, right? Maybe plane is like marginally more, but think about how long you'll spend in the plane compared to how long you'll spend on the ship, like in the actual process of going across. And the longer that you're on there, the more chances you run, or the more times that you roll the dice on the failure rate, if you will. Think about it. I'm big braining this right now. The systems designer in me is coming out. She shot him down. Olympus was pretty cool. It's a really weird town to visit though, because like it's so historically significant and yet it's such a small town. Like it doesn't feel touristy in the slightest. Like it's a really small town, legitimately. It's almost strange. Because, you know, you go to Olympus and you see like the original arena where the first Olympics was held, and yet it's not like a touristy town at all. It's a weird thing. Like it feels weird. I don't know how to describe it. Secretary's Diary A. April 6th. I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out about it, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly bit my head off, screaming at me never to touch the statue again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have put it out in the open like that. April 7th. I heard that all the art pieces from the chief's collection are rare items, literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is the bigger mystery, where he finds those tacky things or where he's getting the money to be able to pay for them. May 10th. I wasn't surprised to see the chief come in today with yet another large picture frame in his hands. This time it was a really disturbing painting depicting a nude person being hanged. Hanged? Hung? Would hung be hung? Hanged? Hanged. That can't be right. Hold on. Am I being gaslit? Past tense of hang. Hung. Oh. You only use hanged when referring to someone being sentenced to death via hanging. Well, would you look at them? Look at that. Where was I? Oh yeah. I was appalled by the expression on the chief's face as he leered at that painting. Why anyone would consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension. Oh. It's just, I guess since it's so specific, like me and most other native English speakers would probably be like, that doesn't sound right. But what do you know? Hanged is correct. Okay, the lighter. We do a little backtracking for the lighter. Could also just mean big dick. It could. Could mean that, yes. That's not what I was thinking about. But, yes. The Greek experience, food. Greek food is very good. Aside from their use of olives. You guys know how I feel about olives by now. It's the one thing I couldn't get past, but aside from that, the food was very good. He was hanged and he was hung mean very different things. Don't you love the English language? Don't you love it? Bro, my buddy, some gameplay of an upcoming game that a friend of mine is excited for leaked. But it was a like Japanese demo build. And he brought it up in a Discord call with me. Like he was streaming it to me through Discord. And then he was like, "Can you read any of this?" Because he can't read shit. And he wanted all the details. He's very excited for this game. He was like, "Can you read any of this?" And I could read a decent bit of it. But there was a lot of kanji in there that I didn't know. And he started giving me shit for not being able to read kanji. And I was like, brother, do you understand what learning do you know what I've even gone through to be able to read as much kanji as I can? You have no idea. I explained to him that my my beginner's kanji textbook that I'm working through right now has like 2100 kanji in it for the beginner's level textbook. And he was like, "Oh my God." And then I was like, yeah, and it's just pure memorization. Like, you don't learn new words. You're just learning new readings for words that you already know. And he's like, "Oh my God." He was like, "This sounds awful. Why do they use this system?" And I'm like, I mean, it condenses it. And obviously they're not thinking about learning it from being a native speaker of other languages. But yeah, learning that shit is not fun. I've been really slacking on the kanji too because I don't like learning it. It's boring as fuck. It is nothing but pure memorization. There's no like fun aha moments where things like click for you. It's just symbol, word, commit it to memory. That's it. That's it. Well, and then there's the various readings as well. Every kanji has at least 2 readings. So like the same symbol could be 2 entirely different words, just depending on the context of the sentence it's in. That's where it came to mind. Like the double meanings and stuff with kanji is brutal. I don't like studying it. It's one of those things that like if you want to be able to read Japanese, you have to study it. Like you won't be able to read much native Japanese if you don't. But it's probably the least enjoyable part of learning the language at all. Like just full stop. At least for me, it's definitely the least enjoyable part of learning the language. How about speaking it? Speaking it's not that bad. Their grammar is really different. Like their sentence structure is very different from English. So it's kind of weird to try to form sentences in my head. Like I'm still at the point where that's kind of rough for me, but I'm getting better with formulating sentences. I'm waiting. I'm very patient, don't worry. Oh. Yes. Speaking it is not the worst, but that's why for a lot of English speakers, you hear, like I'm in the boat where I can read it and understand it fairly well. Speaking it, not so much. And it's mostly just because like, it's easier to have a sentence thrown at you and know what it means, like grammar wise and everything, than it is to actually put the sentence together, right? that part takes a little more time to really get used to. Yoda, you speak like should. It's yeah, the sentence structure is a little strange when you're a native English speaker, just trying to get used to it. It's not necessarily Yoda speak. It kind of is. It kind of is like Yoda. Like, that's probably the best comparison, actually. Yeah, that probably is about as close as you can get comparison-wise. I love the atmosphere of the RPD, by the way. I really like walking around the RPD. I don't know if it's just me. I think the music... You guys see my ponytail? What the fuck? Whoa. Put this away with the other one. Nice and organized. Let me actually... Since I've got a red... Makes me feel like I'm doing a better job. Ponytail... Yeah, when I came through the door, Claire's ponytail, like, fucking freaked out. Spun all over the place. Oh, hello. Do I know what the red does, he asks. Is he still alive? He seems to be dead. Oh. The red multiplies the effect of the green by 3 times. 3x, 3-fold. That's the fancy way of saying it I was looking for. At least at this point in the series, mixing red and blue doesn't do anything yet. Herbs are still in their infancy here. But hello, is it John or Jean? I struggle. Because I've seen John... Like, I think of John when I read that, but I've come across plenty of people who actually do... Like, their name is Jean. And it's spelled that way, instead of like Gene. And why mix them? Oh fuck. John, okay, yeah. I never know names these days. The red and blue, mostly, like, the only reason I would really say for mixing them, hold on. No, I can do this right now. Yeah, we got plenty of space. The only real reason you would mix them is if you want to have green, red, and blue all in one, which in these early titles, I don't think there's much reason for. I'm gonna try to pull some runs here. I don't want to use ammo here. I mean, it's RE2. I easily could. There's plenty of ammo in RE2, actually. But this is an easy run, and it's 4 zombies. So that's a lot if I fight my way through. Doesn't appear to have been used much. Nothing special. Probably hasn't been working for some time. Didn't make... Yeah, I think 2-make is where they started getting the special effect. Oh. Oh, hello, you're here. You should check out that door. Alright, I wasn't going to. But if you say so, chat, I'll do it. I'll do it. I know better. Zombie ambush. It is actually a fun little thing there. I like that. Don't open that door. There we are. More dodges. You guys might be kind of awkward, actually. Oh, no, we're fine. Well, actually, you're kind of not. Hello, lady zombie. Thank you. Come with me. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. We're coming over here. Yeah. Yeah. Beautiful. Wesker warned you about that? I miss the old CGI dog head from that door. Attacked in a load screen. It is clever. Like, they play the little cinematic, but they're not actually loading. It's a fun trick. I actually wish that they did stuff like that more, because by this point, you get so used to that door animation just being the loading screen, right? You'd never expect it. Zombie ambush in the door animation. There we go. Much better. Oh yeah, we keep the valve too. Hold on. Is this like RE1? Or no. Okay, it's just a valve. I was like, are there two valves? Or is that RE1? Shit, I don't remember. Yeah, we're doing remakes too. Just as we get to them, like, release order wise. So they're kind of gonna be... Actually, they're not gonna be that all over the place. We'll do RE1 remake fairly early in the grand scheme of things. It's still a good few games away, but fairly early. And then, like 2, 3, and 4 are all pretty close together. Gimme. Check the helicopter? I don't remember. What do you get for checking the helicopter? This might be something that I forgot about. Hold on. Is there ammo in the helicopter? Attacked in a load screen. Okay, hold on. Just for my sake, looks nicer. Beautiful. You can go in here. The bow gun can go in here for now. Love those menu sounds. I like the RE2 menu sounds too. I played around with this was actually a long time ago. My history with Resi has snuck its way into other like review series before from time to time, but in like pretty minimal ways. Like me using a background track. I think at one point I used like an RE2 track as background music in one of the Armored Core videos. I feel like I remember doing that. And what else? Oh yeah. At one point this was back during like the Armored Core videos for sure. I just don't remember exactly when. Ah, handgun bullets. I was going to use like the RE2 menu sounds specifically. Like little sounds where it's like boom when you get like a new item and the menu closing sound. I was gonna use that for putting like pictures up on the screen and stuff, but I couldn't really figure out how to keyframe it, like how to animate it to make it look right. So I dropped it and I never did that. But like over a year ago, that was a thing that I almost did. I had the menu. I might still have the, oh no, because I moved computers now. So I wouldn't still have them on my drive somewhere. I was gonna say, I probably still have just the raw sound effects on my hard drive somewhere. But no, new computer. That would make the equipment screen look like the original. There's probably a mod for that, right? Oh, you can actually go in through here. Oh shit, do I want to? No, I don't think I do. No, I don't think I'm quite ready for this. Let me... We can just go through the main hall for that. Let me tackle this the more comfy... Oh, yeah. This is the way to do it. Yeah. There probably is a mod for that. I know that you mean like in the actual game, but there's probably a way, is all I'm saying. I know that the menu sounds have been modded in, for sure. I've seen mods where people just have like the old menu sounds in there. Or was that DLC? No. Was it? Does anyone know? I don't think it was. I think that's a mod, right? Oh, this is open now too. This door. Back here. The door is broken. I can't go any further. There's no choice but to take out the wall. Completely normal thought. Oh, there is an unlock in-game for retro sounds. Door stuck. You can't... You need to stop. You can't plant outdated memes in my head again. Oh. That's a nice find. If I do say so, it's in the shape of a diamond. A woman relief. There's a hole about the size of a fist. An armored stone statue. The stand reads, Tyrannos the Brave... Tyrannos the Brave revives with 2 lights. Nothing useful on the shelf. I just saw the original door stuck for the first time in my life recently. That's one that I do yell out at random sometimes. Because it's one of those memes that for me, it does not age. Like that, it's just such a good meme. I feel like most people do still know it nowadays. Even if you haven't seen like the original clip, I feel like most people definitely know like the soundbite at the very least, if nothing else. But the last thing I need is more like old memes stuck in my brain that I'm gonna randomly say on stream and someone's gonna be like, what the fuck is he saying? What is he yapping about right now? Actually, yoink those. I can just do that right now. We're right by it. I knew of the meme. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of people do know the meme even if they haven't seen the original clip. Would have been cool if she literally took out the wall with her hands. The Redfield strength. She could probably punch that door down, beat the shit out of that door. I bet she could. It's in her genes for sure. Yeah, those fucking Source Engine doors, man. They were always wonky. They honestly... Well, I guess I haven't played Counter-Strike 2. Like, they did that big overhaul where they were like, we moved it to a new engine, and it's CSGO, but it looks a little better. It looks a lot better, to be fair to them. But it's CSGO, but it looks better. And I was like, man, that is not what I wanted to get back into Counter-Strike. Like, that's not gonna get a reinstall from me. And it didn't. This year is the 25th anniversary of the Dreamcast. Where is a mini console for sale from Sega? Or at least a collection of some games? It's a good question. We got Power Stone. You like Power Stone 1 and 2? Capcom's got you on that. We might not be getting a Dreamcast collection, but we got Power Stone. It's gonna have fucking rollback. Power Stone with rollback, you guys. Come on. Power Stone with rollback. Power Stone with rollback. Any takers? It's funny, like, I get that it's just because that whole collection is gonna have rollback, but I do genuinely find it hilarious that they're releasing fucking Power Stone with rollback netcode. Like, of all the fighting games that would be perfectly fine on delay-based netcode and they just don't really need rollback, party games like Power Stone are those, like, you don't, delay-based would be fine. No one would be complaining about needing rollback in Power Stone, but they did it. And to be fair, the rollback that Capcom is using in those old collections right now is really good. Like, playing the Marvel collection recently, we're gonna be playing it on Wednesday on stream as like a bonus stream. I've mentioned it before, but I'll keep saying it. Yeah, playing the Marvel collection, the rollback is really good. It's a really, really good implementation. So I'm sure Power Stone will just be getting thrown on the same rollback, right? That the other two collections are using. It'll be nice. Like, no one is really gonna sit there and be like, oh man, Power Stone on rollback is a dream. But, I mean, I'll take it. Why not? Why not Power Stone on rollback? Dreamcasts are basically like 20 bucks on eBay. That's true. Dreamcasts are weirdly inexpensive to get your hands on nowadays. Hell, maybe I should get one and replace the fucking ancient one that broke on me. I had one at one point that I bought for like 70 bucks. It broke. It don't work no more. But I did have one. I could... Are they legit like 20, 30 bucks now? Hold on. eBay. I might order a Dreamcast today. If they're actually that cheap, I might. Totally not on eBay right now. Okay, they're not 20 bucks, but they're still pretty cheap. See, this is kind of a steal for me. This guy's selling console only, like no games or, what's it? Controllers, but I'm covered on all that. Maybe. Maybe. How much is a 360? My family's red ringed a couple months ago. That's a good question. Hold on. 360s, I don't know. That's actually kind of... I have no idea what these would be selling for. It's pretty all over the place. It's really all over the place. Like, some of these are so much lower that it would worry me. This one guy listed in Xbox One, like that, it's an Xbox One as an Xbox 360 for 50 bucks. What the fuck? That can't be legit. Yeah, the series does play, well, not all 360 games, but just about anything you would actually want to play. For the most part. Everyone's got like their one like niche game that they loved back in the day that probably isn't on there. But fucking Ace Combat 6 is on there. But yeah, legitimately, like, unless you just actually want a 360 for the sake of having one, just getting a new Xbox, like, they play basically everything. Like, Kinect Sports? That's a good question, actually. Do you want to play Kinect Sports? 360s, I would say, looking at the listings that I would actually trust, because a lot of them seem sketchy. Because eBay, you know. I would say it's about 100, 150, depending on like what condition it's in, etc. It's like 150. Oh, this one's refurbished for 140. So yeah, they're not bad. They're not like super cheap. eBay though, oh my god. Oh my god. The thing with eBay, I've brought this up before. eBay is one of those places where you pay a little extra when you buy on eBay, mostly just from the convenience factor. Like, eBay is a little more expensive. Kingdom for Keflings. Was it for Keflings or of Keflings? I remember that game. I had that game on, what's it, 360 arcade, right? I think that was considered a 360 arcade game. Oh my god, my controller disconnected right as I went to hit the button. You fucker! That was a crazy dive. That was an insane dive that he took for that. Lockpick. Plastic bomb. All I need now to destroy the wall being blocked by the helicopter is a detonator. You're very resourceful, Claire Redfield. I'll give you that. Oh, there we go. There's some bowgun ammo. Oh, yeah, there were 2 of them, weren't there? I don't think I had both. I think I only had 1. There's still a zombie back there. There's 2! I'm gonna shimmy back here. Oh, no auto aim. Oh, okay. I don't want him to dive at me. Halo 2 does work on the 360. Oh god. Was there something weird about that? Did the original 360 models not have backwards compatibility? Didn't work on ours? Weird. Because yeah, that one did work. I've played, back in the day, I played Halo 2 on my 360. And CE, they both worked, of course. Because, you know, when Microsoft was choosing games to get running on there, obviously both the Halos were priority. Am I missing anything? Oh, I'm stuck on a corner. No, I got everything. I can't believe the auto aim has just always been here. It's so wild to me. Later models had a larger selection. That would be really weird to me if the originals didn't play Halo though, right? I had a PS2, a GameCube, and an Xbox. Then I was an adult and I had both the 360 and PS3 at launch and a gaming PC. I had so much time. That was me, this last console generation, prior to the current one. Where I was like, man, I have a job and can just buy things now. I can just buy all the games and consoles and everything I want. Last gen, I had a PS4 and an Xbox One. And I built my first gaming PC. Code G Human Body Experiment 9/15/1524. Oh, and a Switch. Yeah, and a Switch. I bought a Switch too. Forgot about that. That's not that's not the context Switch came up in, but I did also buy a Switch last gen. That Avatar laser tag shooter, man, Xbox Arcade was so weird. Just the most random shit on Xbox Arcade all the time. Like stuff that legitimately so wild. I think back to all the little random like Xbox 360 arcade games I played. And I'm like, man, those all kind of sucked. Because a lot of the arcade games on 360 were your classic, like, this game is really fun for like an hour. And then you're sick of it. And looking back, I'm just like, man, why did I buy all those Xbox 360 arcade games? I mean, I know why. It's the thing that, I mean, me and my friends still do it a bit nowadays where we're like, oh, flashy new game and it's not even that expensive. Like, it's like $1 or $2. Let's all just buy it. Let's play this. This looks great. Hello, Marvin. Well, actually, I don't know if I'm supposed to know your name is Marvin. No. No. Oh God. Oh God, he's way too fast. You stay back. I didn't even have time to turn. There we go. Booyah. Oh no, anyway. Sorry, Marvin. They may not have liked you, but I liked you. There was an incident in a mansion involving zombie-like creatures. It's a photo stand, possibly a family photo. I'm sorry, Marvin. I didn't want to have to do that. He left me no choice. There's items in these desks. There have to be. There's got to be at least one. My backup chat on my phone is broken. I'm going to have to fix it in a second, just in case. You never know. Yeah, Marvin is tied in with the zapping system, interestingly. Like, it's a really random thing for them to zap, but they do. Memo to Leon. To Leon S. Kennedy. Congratulations on your assignment to the Raccoon City Police Department. We all look forward to having you as a part of our team and promise to take good care of you. Welcome aboard. From all the guys at the RPD. Why do they keep twitching? The zombie bodies? Oh, handgun bullets. Hold on, gotta fix my chat. Oh man, my whole like YouTube app fucking froze up. I even restarted it and it's still not really working. There we go. Now it's working. Took a second. Maybe I do need that new iOS. I think the zombie twitching is just a detail they added. Just, you know, zombie movie shit. Yeah, we got the, okay. Back up the ladder. Of Leon at his welcoming party at the RPD with a bunch of zombie policemen wearing party hats and dancing. That sounds about right. Sounds like the RE fandom, actually. Will always make me think they're still gonna get up. That actually might be why. I wonder if that's why they did it. To try to like trick you into firing an extra shot at them. Because you haven't upgraded to the iPhone 16. Look, I think I think the reports of people's old iPhones getting like intentionally slowed down are exaggerated. Not to shill for Apple, fuck Apple, but if they didn't make such a convenient, easy phone, I wouldn't buy it. But I had my iPhone 6 until like 2 years ago, and it worked, like, well. I think people just fuck up their phones somehow. Use Android like a real nerd. I just don't have any reason to use Android. I don't like their UI as much. And like all the benefits of Android, I'm well aware that like they are better phones. But everything that I would do on an Android that I can't do on an iPhone is something that I have no interest in doing. Otherwise, I would already have an Android. These things don't die unless you treat them like shit. That's what I'm saying. I feel like people just actually like trash their phones and then blame Apple. They're like, oh, they're killing my phone intentionally. I'm like, my phone lasted for like so many years. Like, how long would that have been if I still had the iPhone 6? Because the 6 was new when I got it. Hold on. iPhone 6 release date. I had that phone for like 7 years. And it still worked great.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I thought you were another one of those zombies.
Are you Chief Irons?
Yes, that's me. And just who are you? No, don't bother telling me. It makes no difference. You'll end up just like all the others. That's the mayor's daughter. I was told to look after her, but I failed miserably. Just look at her. She was a true beauty. Her skin nothing short of perfection. But it will soon putrefy, and she will turn into a zombie within the hour, like all the others.
There must be some way to stop it.
In a manner of speaking, there is. Either by putting a bullet through her brain, or by decapitating her completely. And to think that taxidermy used to be my hobby. But no longer. Please, I'd really like to be alone now.
I don't understand why Apple has to make a new phone so often. I don't remember which iPhone I have, because I've had it forever and had no reason to get a new one. I mean, money. Doesn't, I mean, Android has a new phone about as often as iPhone, right? I feel like every phone company just constantly pumps them out. Samsung. A stuffed animal. Yes, that's what I would call that. Like, you're technically right, but when I say stuffed animal, I don't mean that, personally. No, he's talking about the mayor's daughter, but it's still weird. Still sounds, it's weird to talk about anyone like that, really. Just a little weird. To someone that you've never met before. Just to be like, such a shame, her skin was perfect. What? What are you saying? Hello? Hold on. I've seen this before. Light switch. There we go.
Wait. Let me go! Easy, easy there. I'm not a zombie. You're safe now.
No, it's not his daughter. It's the mayor's daughter. He's the chief of police.
Leon, come in. I found the girl, and I've cleared the wreckage that was blocking the corridor.
Got it.
My name's Claire. What's yours?
Sherry.
Do you know where your parents are?
They both work at the Umbrella chemical plant, near the city limits.
The chemical plant? Then, what are you doing here?
My mom called and told me to go to the police station because it was too dangerous to stay at home.
From the look of things, I'd say she was probably right. But it's dangerous here as well. You'd better come with me.
But there's something out there. I don't know what it is, but I saw it. Much larger than any of those zombies. And it's coming after me.
What was that?
That's what I was telling you about. It's here.
Sherry, wait!
Goodbye, Sherry. Oh, fuck this controller. I need a new cable, man. It's not the controller. The controller's fine. It's this goddamn USB-C cable, man. These things have like about a year and a half a piece, and then you need a new one. Had me thinking he was gonna taxidermy her. I can read. The creepiest thing to ever be in an RE game, a little girl, of course. Carlos, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Secretary's Diary B. June 8th. As I was straightening up the chief's room, he burst through the door with a furious look on his face. It's only been 2 months since I started working here, but that's the second time I've seen him like this. The last time was when I bumped into that statue, only this time he looked even more agitated than ever. I seriously thought for a moment that he was going to hurt me. June 15th. I finally discovered what the chief has been hiding all along. If he finds out that I know, my life will be in serious danger. It's getting late already. I'm just gonna have to take this one day at a time. For my DualSense, it's the controller. Well, the DualSense is a piece of shit. Sorry. Sorry, it has to be said though. And also, like, of all my takes about hardware being shitty, the DualSense is probably like the most tame of them, because Sony literally had to settle a class action suit about the DualSense like a year ago. So it's not even like my craziest take by any means. The DualSense is just a piece of shit. I love it. Hold on, where is my DualSense? Right here. To be clear, I have one. I love it. It's a piece of shit.
Chief?
It doesn't really work well. I love this controller. I wish it wasn't such a turd. It's like, I've had to open this to work on the thumbsticks because crazy drift, like 5 times now. And this last time, I just wasn't even able to fix it. Like, it's beyond repair. I would just need new thumbsticks. Which is actually coincidentally what the class action suit was about. It was about the thumbsticks. They had to settle a lawsuit over the thumbsticks breaking so easily. So now I know it's not. For a long time when I would talk about how easily the thumbsticks broke and that's why I hate the controller, people would tell me I was crazy. Now I know I'm not. Makes me feel better. I use my like 10-year-old PS4 controller. Dude, my PS4 controller went like 7 or so years of near daily use. Like genuinely that entire time. Before I got stick drift on it. This thing, it took like maybe 4 or 5 months before I got it the first time. And then it probably took about half a year beyond that point before I just literally couldn't even fix it anymore. Like past that 5 or so month period, I had to open it up and fix it like once a month. And that last time I just couldn't even fix it. I would just need entirely new components. Anyway, Chief's Diary. Oh, not anyway. Which is Probably why they have a controller that's like 3 times the price of this one with easily replaceable thumbstick components. Thank you, Sony. Anyway, September 23rd. It's all over. Those imbeciles from Umbrella have finally done it. Despite all their promises, they've ruined my town. Soon the streets will be infested with zombies. I'm beginning to think that I may even be infected myself. I'll kill everyone in town if this turns out to be true. September 24th. I was successful in spreading confusion among the police as planned. I've made sure that no one from the outside will come to help. With the delays in police actions, no one will have the chance to escape my city alive. I've seen to it personally that all escape routes from inside the precinct have been cut off as well. There are several survivors still attempting to escape. I ran out of breath. There are several survivors still attempting to escape through the lower levels, but I'll make sure no one gets out. September 26th. I've had a change of heart about the remaining survivors inside the precinct. I've decided to hunt them down myself. I shot Ed in the back through the heart less than an hour ago. I watched him writhe in pain upon the floor in a pool of his own blood. The expression on his face was positively exquisite. He died with his eyes wide open, staring up at me. It was beautiful. I wonder if the mayor's daughter is still alive. I let her escape so I could enjoy hunting her down later. I'm going to enjoy my new trophy. Yes, frozen forever in the pose I choose to give her. You remember what you said, Tidbit? About taxidermy? Perchance? There's a button. We always push the button in this house. The sacrifice dies by the claw of the jaguar. Its blood forms a serpent that poisons the new earth. An eagle glistens, bathed in blood. And the gateway of doom will open. My PS4 controller that came with my PS4 stopped charging a week after I got it, and I had to buy a new one. Jesus. My PS4 controller lasted so long. PS3 controllers. Here's a good question. And I'm from what I've seen on the internet in the past, I feel like I know that everyone is gonna have at least mostly the same answer. But what is everyone's least favorite PlayStation controller? For me, it is by a mile, like hands down, it's the PS3, for sure. I really don't like the PS3 controller. It's the only PlayStation controller that I straight up just dislike. I don't like that one. Not one bit. And I know that that's actually kind of a common opinion. I feel like from most of what I've seen in like controller discussion, it seems like a lot of people don't like the PS3 controller. I'm apparently not alone in that. Original 6-ass. I have DualShock 3s. I bought my PS3 later. So I have DualShock 3s. I do not have 6-axis. Did you know the game Predator Hunting Grounds added a Dr. Disrespect DLC in 2021? I did know that. I've seen it on Twitter, and yes, it's very funny. I don't think I ever talked about that. I did go and watch his stream statement when I was hearing that he had apparently like portrayed it as I did it all to bait out the crappy journalists and expose them. And I was like, there's no way that he actually said that, right? Or like it has to be exaggerated or something. So I reserved full commentary on that until I actually sat down and watched it. Now he said that. Like actually he said exactly that. He said that he intentionally planted the word minor in his statement to bait journalists. what? And then he also just further went on to be like, did you guys ever consider that maybe said individual I was messaging with was of the age of consent within their jurisdiction? And that's where everyone is just suddenly like, you just admitted it again. Like that statement on its own just immediately narrows it down to said individual was either 16 or 17. He's innocent in some states. Yeah, what was really interesting about that, I don't know how much legitimacy there is to this, to be clear, but I did see one like lawyer YouTube channel breaking the situation down. I can't remember who it was. It wasn't like Legal Eagle. It was another one that I hadn't seen before. They were like breaking down his statement. And apparently in the United States, the way that this works is that when it comes to the age of consent, like from the state level only applies if both individuals are in the same state. So apparently, if he's like, it doesn't even matter what the age of consent in his state is. If something like this happens across multiple states, then in court, it's supposed to get held to the federal age of consent, which is 18. But obviously his case got ruled as like non-criminal because he already went through the whole criminal case, right? Like way before all this. But he was like, yeah, he actually got off kind of lucky because he shouldn't have gotten off because of this. I don't know how legit that is, but I definitely thought that that was interesting. I really want to see the actual whisper. That's another thing. He said over and over again that everyone was taking this all out of context and everything. And at that point, it's like, okay, if the messages are being taken out of context and you genuinely believe yourself to be in the right and you think that nothing bad happened, release the messages. Like, give the context and just shut it down, right? Like, in all seriousness, if you knew that you were right in this situation and you're like, I am being portrayed out of context, you would give the context. But then he also in the same statement is like, and people saying release the messages, what are we in like 2nd grade? What, do you need to see the messages for yourself to believe me? Yes. Yes, we do. Now, because of everything that you've said, yes, we do. Exactly. It's not because we're being childish. It's, yeah, if you're saying it's all out of context, you can give us the context and shut it down immediately, but he's refusing to do it. Which, again, to me at least, is like, he knows that what he did is fucked up. He's just trying to act like it's being portrayed a certain way that it's not, but he knows. Because if you genuinely believed that you were in the right, you just release it and show everyone that you are right. Right. Not enough Chris unacceptable. This is his sister. Close enough? I think so. Chris' sister. Chris actually, in the earlier end of the series, doesn't pop up all that often, unfortunately, Jess. As the Resident Evil franchise goes on, Chris Redfield appearances become more and more common. It's a noticeable trend. In my, like, the more that I think about it too, the more that I'm like, that's, like, I feel like with every Resident Evil entry, nowadays, like, Chris is in it. Chris is on a hot streak now, where it's like, he was in 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll see what they're cooking. But he's also appearing in like all these spin-offs and remakes and stuff too. I mean, none of the recent remakes. RE1 remake. I don't even know why I brought that up, to be honest. But Chris has a lot of appearances in modern RE. But back in the early days, it was kind of scattershot. Like, he was in the original, And then, like, from this point on stream, we won't really see Chris. I say really because we kind of will, but we'll get there when we get there. We don't really see Chris again until Code Veronica. From here. He's about to play Overwatch 2, and I'm going to make fun of him. And then we don't see him again until 5. And then starting with 5, he goes on his hot streak, where he appears in every mainline game. At least through currently. Like, it's still, since 5, every mainline RE game has had Chris Redfield. As of today, as of me saying it. Since 2009, right? Yeah, 9. Every mainline RE game has had Chris Redfield. Not including remakes of games. What the fuck was that? That was a crazy jump. And I get comboed. Oh my god. That was a crazy ankle jump, man. Trying to use this pistol ammo. Ooh. That was not where I thought he was gonna be. Booyah. Chris and Leon kind of become series protagonists in some people's eyes. I feel like they kind of are. I feel like Chris and Leon, well, it's mostly just because they have the most appearances. And they're definitely the most popular characters, right? Like, if you were to ask me who's the most popular Resident Evil character, and I had to guess, like, I don't have any numbers to go off of or like polling or anything, my guess would be that Leon is the most popular. Probably. And I would probably say Chris is second. I wouldn't know beyond that point. But definitely, like, actually, this might sound kind of crazy, but hear me out. I say I don't know beyond that point. If I had to guess, like, if we had a popularity poll, there probably is a recent one that I can pull up and look. I would think that the third most popular Resident Evil character, like, today, would probably be Ethan. Because you have to consider how many new fans started with 7 and Village. A lot of people put Ethan at, like, the top. Hold on, let me go look. Resident Evil. What'd I look up? Most popular characters? Can I find, like, a poll? Survey. This is a 2023 survey. I found one. Oh, I was a little wrong. Oh, I was way off on the Ethan prediction. Okay. I have the top 10, you guys. As of 2023, this poll was conducted. I have the top 10. Leon is number 1. I was right. Jill Valentine is number 2, which I did not expect. Chris Redfield number 3, so I was close. Ada Wong 4, Claire Redfield 5, Wesker 6, Ethan 7. This one's crazy to me. Rebecca Chambers 8. Why? Actually, the rest of them are weird. Piers, like Resident Evil 6, Piers is number 9. And Hunk is number 10. Rebecca? I'm shocked that Rebecca's in the top 10. Like, genuinely. I am trusting chat on these because I forget. There, 2236. I trusted the right person. Ada Wong or bust. Porque no los dos. Ada Wong and bust. That... I meant that as in titties, but then I realized how that could be interpreted after I said it. So I need to now clarify that I meant booba. Boobies, bust. Sure, if it's hurt. That's what I was getting at, but then I realized after it left my mouth how it could alternatively be interpreted, so now I feel the need to clarify. But hello, false. I'm surprised about Ethan being lower down. I feel like he was way lower than I had expected. It was kind of crazy to say top 3, but I would have absolutely thought he was at least top 5. Like 100% I would have guessed he would be top 5 just because of New School fans. I'm shocked at Rebecca and fucking Piers being in the top 10. I get it. Piers was great. But like, what? What? He's in the top 10? How much bowgun ammo do I have? That's enough. Pierce? No, Piers. With an S. But yeah, from 6. I was curious. I had to look at a popularity poll for RE characters, and he was number 9. Somehow. He didn't last long enough for me to remember. Damn. Like, he was great, but seeing him in the top 10 just feels weird. I wouldn't think he was that high. Man, so many herbs in RE2. Because I know he'd be interested in it. He was introduced in a manga? Was he? Oh, hold on. Where was that poll from, actually? That's something I should have looked at. Because you guys would be shocked. I mean, maybe not as shocked as I would think, but if you've never seen like the difference between Western and Japanese popularity polls for various franchises, they can be very different. Like really different. I just recently saw like an old popularity poll for Dragon Ball that was, it was taken, like they surveyed everyone for it just after the Cell arc ended. Just after the Cell games came to a close. And fucking Dende was in the top 10. Hercule was in the top 10. And Cell was in the top 10, but he was like number 9. Mr. Satan pulled above Cell. Trunks pulled above Vegeta. Why don't you play Seamless HD? A, I'm playing on the PS1 release, and B, I don't really like the look of Seamless HD. I know a lot of people do, but I personally, I'm a bit of a fucking nerd with video stuff, and the AI upscaling just doesn't look good to me. Like, things look kind of smeared around in a way that I personally don't like, but I know a lot of people just love having the higher resolution regardless. Especially RE1, just because they haven't had as much, or they haven't worked on it as much. RE1's Seamless HD looks really weird to me. Did you hear about the canceled Halo Mega Bloks game that just got restored and wait. Restored and released? I thought this was going to be the same like Mega Bloks game that, you know, I've heard and seen the same demo footage of for years. Oh my god. How did this happen? Oh my god. What the fuck? I'm gonna need to go and yoink this leak before it gets destroyed. I'm gonna need to go find. It's apparently already getting cease and desisted and DMCA'd by Microsoft. I'm gonna need to go find that before it disappears from the internet. Henchman A is the best character. What's happening? The Halo Mega Bloks game that got canceled years ago leaked and is playable on the Xenia emulator. But Microsoft is issuing takedowns left, right, and center for the leak, apparently, so I need to go and find that before it's gone. I've seen, like, the same 10-minute gameplay demo of this game for over a decade. Like, this has always just been Halo trivia of, like, oh yeah, this Mega Bloks game was, like, 90% done or something before it got canceled. And we've had that gameplay demo available for years. Like, not available like you can play it, but available like the 10 minutes of footage thing that I'm talking about has been like in the public for genuinely so long. Because when did this get canceled? Hold on. When did Halo Mega Bloks get canceled? Well, now all I'm getting... Oh, here we go. It was canceled in 2013. Found it. So yeah, like for the last 12-ish years, like this same 10 minutes of footage has really been all we ever got to see of it. But apparently the game fucking leaked somehow. This is always the craziest thing. Like, Resident Evil 1.5 leaking was crazy. The Duke Nukem Forever, like, 2000 build leaking a few years ago, or a couple years ago, that was fucking insane. Now this. He isn't good with horror because he yaps? Who, me? Oh, he wouldn't jump anyway. Yeah. Oh, yeah, the liquor jump scare. Right. Your yapping ruined the jump scare. I see it now. Now, I've talked about it before. I think my horror immunity genuinely comes from playing this shit as a kid and just getting so scared when I was young that now that I'm an adult, everything is just like, yeah, it's kind of whatever. It's chill. Even if he's quiet, he just yaps in his head. That's true. I've talked about it before. That's my insomnia issue. Is that my brain doesn't stop. Like, my body produces plenty of melatonin naturally, because insomnia can be like a brain thing or like an actual chemical body thing. Where the more common kind of insomnia is just your body isn't properly producing melatonin, so you just can't really go to sleep properly. Mine isn't that. I produce melatonin fine. Like, my body gets tired. My brain can't, like, chill out enough to actually go to sleep and stay asleep. Someone streamed a whole 3 hours of it. You love yapping, and I yap for long periods. I get anxiety. No, I seriously, I sit here and I yap for 3 hours a day. Just nonstop. That I said something bad or annoying, and Cole is like, knowledge? What do you mean, knowledge? The only time that I get any sort of worry about it is when someone randomly mentions that they're watching something that's like a year or two old, and I'm like, would I have said, like, even not even like problematic stuff, because like 2 years ago I was chilled out by then, but like, would I have said some fucking stupid shit 2 years ago that nowadays I would hear myself say and I'd be like, what? Because surely I did. You're a freaking nerd is what she means? No. You think before you talk now? I thought before I talked then. I'm just like, did I have like stupid takes 2 years ago that I would not agree with anymore? Not even like, again, not like problematic, just like even gaming things. I'm like, did I say some stupid shit that's gonna annoy someone if they're watching like old stream VODs. There's a good chance. Because when it comes to my gaming takes, I don't even, like, if it's, I say stupid shit that's gonna piss people off gaming take wise all the time, but I believe it, and I'm like, you know what? It's worth saying. I believe it enough. But like, what might I have said about, I'm trying to think, like a bad gaming take that I had before that I don't have now. Actually, I don't know. I think you're about the same. I really am. I feel like my gaming takes were a little spicier 2 years ago. I feel like I've chilled out. I'm more patient with games now. I used to be very quick to write off games if I just didn't click with them. And now I can play like Resident Evil Survivor and be like, yeah, some of this stuff is pretty cool. I enjoyed parts of this. I'm really patient with games now. I used to not be. Oh fuck, there's still a licker in here. I'm leaving it. I'm not killing him. I'm not. Now you have to play shit games? Man, don't even start me on what I've been playing. Like, the last couple days. Don't even get me started. I'm still not patient with today's AAA games. I don't like most fighting games at all. You just gotta find the one. Just... I'm on the other side of the fighting game curve. Everyone throughout their gaming career goes through the same fighting game curve to some extent. You play some fighting games, you have a little fun with them where like you press some buttons against your friend and like some cool shit happens, but you don't really understand much of what you're doing. But you have enough fun with just like pushing buttons, seeing cool stuff happen, right? So you enjoy them a little bit, but you don't really like them. You know, new fighting game comes out and you're like, $60? I don't want to spend that much on a fighting game. I don't get enough out of them for $60. Sorry. And then you find the right fighting game, and I've kind of noticed as well, I don't even think it's the right game. I feel like you have to hit this perfect middle ground of like, you find the right game and the right character within that game, like at the same time. Like it has to be the perfect storm. You have to find the game and the character together. For me, it was Tekken 7 and Kazuya. But it's different for everyone. But eventually you find that one fighting game, if you just give like little random chances here and there. Because like for me with Tekken 7, it was me and my friend who both were bad at fighting games at the time, but now are both super obsessed with fighting games. We were like, oh, Tekken 7 is $5? Yeah, we could go push some buttons on this for $5. It looks cool. And I found Kazuya, and I was like, oh shit. This character and this game, like the base mechanics of the game, along with how cool the character is, those two things together made me want to learn how to actually play it. And then once I learned Tekken 7, Street Fighter 6 was coming out, and I was like, that looks like a damn good fighting game. So I bought it at launch, liked it, but still wasn't great at fighting games. And then, what's it? There was one after that. Oh yeah, Mortal Kombat 1, tried, still don't like NRS games. And then Tekken 8 this year, holy fuck. Holy fuck. Right now, I've been playing Marvel vs. Capcom on the new collection. I'm getting dude, I've mentioned it before already. Here's the thing. I'm playing Marvel vs. Capcom as like, I played MVC2 back in the day, but in that stage of like, I don't really understand how fighting games work. I'm just pushing buttons with like Spider-Man and cool stuff happens, right? right now, trying to actually learn it, it's a weird game to learn as a beginner, especially coming from mostly being a Tekken player. It's a really different game. Capcom fighters are super different to Tekken, like insanely different. Especially you go back and play the old 90s ones like I am right now, super different. So right now when I hop on ranked on that collection, I'm getting a solid 50-50, where sometimes like I'm getting someone who is at my skill level, who clearly it's like, this guy has been playing Marvel for like 5 days, right? Like I have. The other half of the time, the match starts, I get launched into an insane air combo that carries me to the corner, and then I get thrown into a corner infinite death. Like it's touch of death shit, like every other game. I'm still having fun, because even when it happens, I kind of just have to laugh and be like, holy shit, this guy's been playing this game for 30 years. I have not. Wow. It's fun, but it's crazy. So when I stream it on Wednesday, I'm not gonna make much progress by Wednesday, you guys. It's gonna be a lot of, like, half the games, we're gonna find matches with people who are new like me. Other half, I'm getting thrown into an infinite. It's just gonna be a coin toss every time. Also, close quarter combat, or Wombat. Thank you for the sub. Oh, fuck, why are you here? Oh my god, I don't have my acid rounds. What am I doing? If you have a buddy, you can learn much better. I think I didn't have a friend who was already like well versed in fighting games, which that 100% would help. Like having someone who actually understands fighting games to play with would be huge for getting into it. But for me with my friend, we both clicked with Tekken 7 and we're like, this is the game that makes me want to get good at fighting games. And we were both shit at it. Is he just gonna crawl in that corner forever? Is that what's gonna happen? Turn around. Oh my god, he is. All right. Grenade rounds it is. It should be 2 of them, I think. Bitch. Yeah, it's 2 of them. Okay. But no, even just like both of us being new and not really understanding the mechanics was fine, because you'd get the thing where like I play and like learn with things on the internet and stuff. Like I'm looking at like, you know, general mechanics stuff, character specific stuff, and I learn a little bit and I get better than he is. And then we play again. He realizes that I've pulled ahead and he's suddenly like, oh, now I need to catch up. I can't be getting my ass beat. And so he goes and learns for a few days, and then we play again, and suddenly he's better than me, so now I need to be better than him. And we got into this loop of like, one of us would get a little further, a little better, and then the other would catch up and go just a little past the other. And we got in like this death spiral, especially after Tekken 8. Holy shit. Because Tekken 8, both of us still weren't very good at Tekken, but now we're both about to be in blue ranks on Tekken 8. Goku and Vegeta, basically, it's pretty much, actually. Although, let's be real, Vegeta never passed him. Sorry. Past Vegeta's introduction, Vegeta never realistically passed him, let's be real. Like, I'm just being honest here, he didn't. Goku Vegeta's a little different. Vegeta would like get about equal and then Goku would peel off again. Go way ahead. Who's Vegeta's dad again? King Vegeta. Of Planet Vegeta. He passed him for a day? When? Am I forgetting something? You don't need to say sorry, we know you're right. You telling me that lore had me dead? It's funny. Just before Perfect Cell, I don't think he passed him. Because the thing there, sorry, Dragon Ball nerd moment incoming. If you haven't seen this before, just brace yourself. You think I'm nerdy about most things? Like, legitimately brace yourself. I don't think Vegeta ever passed him with the time chamber because Vegeta leaned into the grades, the Super Saiyan grades. And literally, like, when Vegeta goes off to fight Cell using grade 3, you, like, immediately see a cut to Goku and Gohan in the time chamber, like, as that's happening. And Goku goes into grade 3. He already had it figured out somehow. We don't know. But he already knew about the grades. And Goku just goes into it casually to show it to Gohan and straight up says, yeah, this is stronger, but it's too bulky and slow, so it's not really useful. And Goku just never used it. He knew about it, but he recognized that the downsides made it not worthwhile to use. Goku was ahead of Vegeta on that. Like, legitimately. I think a lot of people get this kind of mixed up, because a lot of people do think that Vegeta passed him there. In my mind, it's very clear that he didn't. We don't even know when the fuck Goku figured out about the grades. That's the thing. At some point prior to that, Goku found out about, like, grade 2, grade 3. Vegeta did use it. Both of them used grade 3. Super Vegeta is grade 3. He just calls it Super Vegeta. It is grade 3. He calls it Super Vegeta because he's an asshole. Because he's full of himself. And that's why we love him. Beerus made me want a cat. A whole quarter of the roster in Sparking Zero look like different Goku transformations. Bro, it's because they have, like, now with the GT trailer that they just dropped. And also, okay, you guys, here's the thing. For anyone who's been keeping up with Sparking Zero, if you haven't seen, I'm gonna talk about something that leaked, okay? Straight up, I'm gonna talk about something that leaked. So, if you give a shit and you want to avoid leaks, because I get it, mute me for a minute. Because I'm gonna talk about a big Sparking Zero leak from a few days ago. This is a pretty recent one. If you didn't know, the entire launch roster has leaked. And I've seen it. I've seen the footage of it. So, I bring you the news of there's even more Goku than you've seen if you haven't seen this leak. Because with the addition of GT Goku and all the forms that come with it, the next character trailer is going to be OG Dragon Ball, and that's going to fill out the majority of the remaining roster that hasn't been filled out, like in the trailers when they do the fancy graphic. It's going to be OG Dragon Ball. So Kid Goku's in there, like Power Pole and everything, Kid Goku. And the secret pre-order character, we don't know exactly who it is. However, in the footage, there's only one locked character on the entire roster. And it's right next to Kid Goku from original Dragon Ball. And it's another Kid Goku form of some sort in base. I'm pretty much 100% certain that it's Daima Goku. Is like the secret pre-order character. It's Daima Goku. I'm almost 100%. We don't know the name of it because the footage doesn't like scroll over the character listing. But it's right next to Kid Goku. It's another Kid Goku in base. Watch it be Goku Jr.? I don't think so. I think it's going to be Daima, because Daima is airing next month. Daima is airing in October. So, Daima's airing. There's this secret pre-order character that they don't want to tell us about yet. It's 100% going to be a Daima Goku, I think. Because we also know that the DLC for Sparking Zero, like the year 1 season pass, it straight up says on it that it's going to be Daima characters. Or at least some of it. Some of it's going to be Superhero, the movie. which I don't know why that's not base game, but regardless. It says on the little infographic on the store page that Daima is going to be included in the DLC season pass. So I think they're just going to get the ball rolling with a Daima Goku pre-order bonus to tie in with the release of the show. For sure. I thought it would be in there. I was really worried about Sparking Zero's roster for a bit when we had like no real confirmation of like GT or OG Dragon Ball. I thought that was gonna all be DLC. I was worried for a time that it was just gonna be, or sorry, that base game would just be Z and Super. Oh, another big leak from that same like footage, the roster. Mute me again. Like actual nailed down concrete leak. Brace yourself. Warning, 3, 2, 1. Also in the leaked character roster, like all of the Z movie villains were in there. Like from Dr. Wheelo to Cooler, Z Broly was in there. Janemba is in there. So the Z movie villains are all in there. Android 13, Bojack, they were all on there. I accidentally misspoke and said the rest of it's going to be OG Dragon Ball. The rest of the roster that hasn't been filled out. It's going to be OG Dragon Ball and the movie villains. Those were all in the leak as well. Evolution Goku and Piccolo would be hilarious. I don't even know how they would do that, but it would be really funny. I don't disagree at all. But can they beat Goku? No. I saw a thing pop up in my recommended the other day. I didn't watch it. But at least the thumbnail, the video seemed like it was going to be about the but can they beat Goku like question that gets thrown around with every fucking anime to ever release. And the thumbnail basically packaged the video as like, here's why literally no one beats Goku, was like the premise for the video. And I almost watched it because I'm kind of interested in why he says that, because surely some people can. But I'm sure he has a legit reason to be like, here's why legitimately no one will ever answer that question yes. Because he probably has a good reason for it. Maybe. Probably not.
Sherry.
Sherry.
I'm looking everywhere for you. I was so worried. We've got to go now, honey, okay? If we stay here, that monster will find us. Let's go.
No, I won't.
What's the matter? Don't you trust me?
It's not that, Claire. It's because of my daddy. He's over there. I heard him call my name. Daddy must have been attacked by the monsters. I have to help him.
Wait, Sherry. Don't go alone. Sherry! Sherry!
I wouldn't trust you sounding like that. Yeah, I don't know. I can name several anime characters who could literally blink the Dragon Ball universe out of reality with a thought. Well, that's the thing. Like Dragon Ball, with the point that it's at, is at that point. Like scaling wise, Dragon Ball's already there, and Goku has beat those villains. Except maybe the one exception is Goku Black, I guess, because fuck the way they ended that arc. So stupid. But we're already at that point with like power scaling in the Dragon Ball universe where villains could just blink everything out if they wanted to. We're at that point already in Dragon Ball. A lever to fill and drain water. Will you move it? No. Zeno would always win. I think Zeno is like the only legit answer to who could beat Goku. At least currently. I know a lot of people have said Saitama from One Punch Man. Which maybe. But Saitama like as a character, is just a parody of Goku. So, who knows, to be honest. You could kind of go either way with that. Waffle House could beat him by giving him heart disease. I will be taking no questions. Heart disease is a legit answer. He has that parody power. That's what I'm saying. Like you could go either way, because it is like he, as a character, foundationally, right, is made to be like a cranked up Goku. But then you could also be like, okay, but surely then Goku could beat him because he's the actual character that whole like archetype is based on. You could go either way with that one, honestly. I feel like you could just debate that endlessly and never come to a real answer. I don't know. I don't typically get into power scaling stuff anyway. I think it's like it can be kind of fun, but people just get so fucking stupid about it. People can't have any fun with it. So I avoid these discussions anyway on the internet. Dude, especially the worst ever if you try to have that sort of discussion. The actual worst. Never, ever, ever bring up fucking Batman. Because everyone is always immediately going to be like, with or without prep? With or without prep? Or Superman. For some reason, if you ever say Superman, like I've noticed this in any context, if you ever bring up Superman in one of these like fun discussions, for some reason, that is the one character that always seems to bring out the whoever the writer says wins. No shit, Sherlock. Like you've dodged the question. Congrats. You're no fun. Classic Broly versus the Hulk. Yeah, stuff like that can be fun. But a lot of people just make those discussions not fun.
Claire, are you there? Sherry, are you okay?
Sherry.
Did you find your dad? Yes, I'm okay. But I couldn't find him. But I did find something else for you. Here. Here's another.
Doesn't get old.
Thanks, sweetie. Now, why don't you come over here? I want you to stay with me.
Claire, I can't reach the ventilation hole anymore. But don't worry, I'll find another way. I can take care of myself.
Wait, Sherry, come back. Sherry! Sherry!
All right. We grab. There we go. The RE1 dub is better. I think this one is definitely a step up from RE1. Oh, yeah, you mean worse. Why can I not grab these? The fuck? I'm spamming the button. There? Okay. Pre-rendered backgrounds. The one... every once in a while, you get a wonky interaction with them. Yeah, I don't know. I definitely enjoy the voice acting in RE1 a little more because it's funnier. Like, if that's what you're saying, I agree. What I really don't agree with is people telling me that the voice acting in this game is good and that I'm just like overly critical about it, which has happened a lot since I started doing the RE videos. Like pretty much any of those videos, if you just go and read through, you'll find them. I mentioned before, one of them stood out to me because it got held and I didn't approve it. I let YouTube block it, but it still goes through to my dashboard. I got called a slur for saying that the voice acting in RE2 isn't very good. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another time. We're doing this. We're doing, what else? We're doing Armored Core, Ace Combat, Metal Gear. We got a bonus stream on Wednesday where we're going to play some Marvel vs. Capcom just for the hell of it. We're doing a bunch of stuff. Come back for any of it. Also, if you enjoyed and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub. Come back another... I looped. Shit. I meant to say leave a like. Algorithm. Blah, blah, blah. You know how it works. You've heard it. What else? Oh yeah, if you're looking for links to anything outside of YouTube to engage with the community, check out links in the description below. Things like Twitter, Discord server, whatever. Those are all down there. Other than that, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see all of us back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.